So hey, what's up guys? We are back with another new video. So I hope is it recording? Yeah, it's recording. So as you guys know that we are on the way of our road to pupil and as usual I am doing around 8 or 9 problems daily, difficulty of 800 because I am a newbie. So currently, I am doing all the 800 problems means the div 3 A problems of div 3. So I have done, I think, if I go to the contest and filter the div 3, so I have done a lot of A problems of div 3. Okay, here you can guys see. Uh, yeah, I think there are 20 or 30 contests are remaining. Uh, So there are 20 or 30 contests are remaining on this page, which I need to solve of, of div 3 A problem, and on the second page I just solved three problems. First three problems. Okay, so there are 40 contests. Okay, so after solving this, then we will do all the B problems of div 3. Okay, so today we will be doing this question. You can uh, pause it and read it, and I would also give the link in the description so you can check this problem from there. So basically what this problem is asking, we are given an array. Okay, so what we are allowed to do, you have to paint each element of the array. You can use as many colors as you want, but each element should be painted into exactly one color, and for each color there should be at least one element of that color. Okay. uh, yeah. For example, suppose you have an array 154 and you paint its element into two colors. As for element two. So okay, so basically what we can do is we will take this example. Okay, because it is also uh, explained in the here in the problem. So 1639. Okay, so basically we are given an array. Let's say it is our array. Okay, 1 6 3 4. Okay, is it right? Oh, sorry, 1639. It is 9. Okay, so what we need to find is uh, we are allowed to color the array. Okay, for example, I choose first two elements. Okay, these, and I color them blue. Okay, so 1 and 6 uh, have been colored blue. Okay, and I choose other two elements 3 and 9, so I color them red. Okay, so what I can do now, I have to find the sum of, sorry, find the absolute difference. Okay, 1 minus 6, and we will do the same thing to our next group. Okay, which is red. So 3 minus 9, it is absolute. Okay, it will be always a positive integer, so it will give 6 and it will give 5. Okay, so now what we need to do, we are supposed to add the differences of these pairs of group. Okay, so we will get 11, but Here the tricky part comes. They are demanding us to that this value should be maximum. That means this value should be the highest possible value. Okay, so how can we get this highest possible value? So basically I mean, if we go step by step, that means I take this element and this, so it will be very complicated, and it can also cause a wrong answer. Okay, so what we simply do, basically, if I need the maximum possible sum, then I need the maximum values of every color. Okay, because when our these values will be maximum, then we can only get our maximum possible value. So how can we do that? The first way is to that, in the first group we just select the minimum, the smallest value, and the highest value. Okay, then our this value will be highest possible, and we can do this thing as well to the other group. Then our this value will be the highest possible value. Okay, so but if we do this thing with this approach, then it can also be very complicated, because after uh, doing this I mean, after doing this thing for one group, then we have to remove these elements, and then again we will have to find the highest value and the smallest value. Okay, so what we can simply do, we can simply sort our array. Okay, because uh, it will make things very clear. Okay, so what will happen after sorting the array, our values will become simply 1, 3, 6, and 9. Now guess what we can do. We can simply implement a two pointer approach. Okay, we will simply set our pointer here, one pointer on the right hand side and other on the, sorry, left hand side, and other on the right hand side. Okay, so what we let's say this is our left pointer and it is our right pointer. Okay, so what we will do, we will simply uh, add the absolute difference of this left and this one. Okay, 1 minus 9, and we will do this thing until our left element is smaller than our right element. Okay, so what we will get uh, in this in this condition, we will get our answer after two iteration. Okay, because the length of our array is 4. Okay, so we will get 8, so our sum will become 8, then 8 plus absolute 3, so 3 minus 6. So what we will get, we will get 3. Okay, so 8, our sum will become 11. So let's check, is it right or not. So here you can see it is 11. So that means our approach is right. It's correct. We can implement this approach. Okay, but there are also some edge cases, what we should observe. What will happen if our length is 1? Okay, so if our length is 1, we will simply output 0, because we need pairs of colors. So there is no pair, we have no pair, so we will simply output 0. Okay, and if what if all the values are equal, and in this case also we will get 0. Okay, because And when we will subtract our highest and smallest value, we will get 0. Okay, so first of all we will solve these edge cases, and then we will implement this our logic, so that we don't get any wrong answer. Okay, so let's implement this approach. uh, all right. uh, I will parse this problem to my CS code via extension. All right, again. So I will simply make my sample. Oh, sorry, I need to get the test cases. Okay, okay. So now we will make our solve function in which. So now we are simply getting value in our array. Okay, all right. Now we will simply manage the first test case, that if uh, our we have only one value in our array, then our answer will always be 0. Okay, so how can we do it? We will simply check that if n is equal to 1, that means if user wants to enter one value, then our uh, despite the fact that whatever the value is, our answer will always be 0. Okay, and other if we have our all the elements what we have in our array are same. I mean, if the all the elements are same, then also our result will be 0. Okay, so how can we do it? We will simply check that if our minimum element and maximum element uh, but to minimum we can also do by this, by checking the minimum and maximum element, but because we are doing we are sorting our array in this problem, so we can check it by if our first element and last element if they are same, then we will simply output 0, because we are sorting. So if our array is same, I mean all the none of the element are distinct. Okay, so our first element will always be equal to our last element. So first I think we should sort our array. Okay, and okay, now we will simply check if error of 0 is equal to error of n minus 1. Okay, to the last element we will simply output 0. All right, now we will simply implement the two pointer approach. So how can we implement? As I discussed that our loop will run until our right element is greater than our left element. Okay, so what we will do, we can simply run a while loop. Okay, oh sorry, I forgot to okay, but uh, we haven't initialize our pointers. Okay, so we will initialize. eh, I will take the one variable named as right. Okay, so it will be n minus 1, and other as left, it will be 0. Okay, because the last element will be n minus on the n minus 1th index. Okay, So we run our loop uh, till our right is greater than left pointer. Okay. Why? Okay. Now we will simply sum the absolute difference of right and left. So I know I uh, I should have written right and left. Okay. I also know that I didn't initialize the sum, and it is very important to initialize it to zero, because if you don't do this you will never get the right answer. Okay, because when I was solving this problem, and I was also recording it, uh, but then I got to know that my the recording was not working. But although uh, I got wrong answer, and I tried, I think, fifth or sixth times I debug my code that what's the problem with my code. There was no problem, but I didn't initialize it to zero. So that's why if you don't initialize it to zero, then it will store garbage value. Okay. What is garbage value? Garbage value can be any number. Okay, it could be any number. Like it could be 8389341. Okay, like that. So then you will never get the right answer. So it's very important to initialize it to zero. Okay, because now its value is zero. Now uh, uh, then we will add our this absolute difference of our right and left. Okay, so now we will simply uh, uh, print the maximum sum of our array. Okay, so I will save it and it should work fine. Let's see, is there any problem? Oh, what is it? Oh, timed out. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know. I mean, why I do this type of silly mistakes? I mean, we didn't update the value of our right pointer and left pointer. They are still they are still these values, but we need to update, because after computing this and this, we should compute this value and this value, and when we will compute this value, when we will increase our left pointer. Okay, and in this case uh, when we will compute this value, when we will decrease our right pointer. Okay, when we will decrease it. So it's also very important, I mean. So I simply right, left. So I hope now it will work. Oh my god. Oh man, I missed. You know how much semicolon is important in programming. So yeah, it has passed the sample test cases. Will it let's see, will it work for our whole, will it pass the whole test cases or not? I don't know. I haven't submitted this. I mean, it's the first time I am submitting this problem. I don't know whether it will work or not, but I'm pretty much confident. I'm pretty much confident that it should work. Let's see. It is in queue. Hmm, oh my goodness. Hmm, should work. Oh, yeah. see here, it is also written that you can use any number of colors to array the color the array. Yeah, it was a confusion, so it's good that they mentioned it because when first time I read the problem, I was also confused and I thought that we can just use two colors. Okay, that means we can just divide the array in two groups. But when I examined the test case, I think that was the test case number 4. Then I got to know that no, we can uh, divide our array more than two parts. Why it is not? Uh, it is in queue. I mean, I don't know why these online judges and these uh, they take too much time. I don't know. Oh, man, still in queue. This man. Is there any time limit issue? No, constraints are very small. There should not be any um time limit issue. Hmm. Oh man, why it's taking so much time? Man, what is this? It's so annoying. Hmm. Is there any contest running on? Because when there is no contest running, because when the contests are running, then the compilers take too much time to compile. But there is no contest. Hmm. Oh man, it's so annoying. Man, still in queue. The heck is this? 'It took only 41 milliseconds. My internet is also working fine. What the heck is this? How to get better at this? Let's. While our problem is in queue, we can read some blogs. Investment. How to get better at ESM? Uh, Man is saying that I learned a topic like arrays, then moved to bit manipulation, and then I realized that I need to learn arrays again. So it is a type of infinite loop. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it happens. I believe that it happens almost with every newbie. I can relate. Okay. What is this plan? But I hope, I mean, I am pretty much confident that our solution is right. So I also gotta go. So if you guys like the if you like the video, uh, so you can do nothing. Just watch and chill until next time.